This is Kathy Chase. As I said, The Wall by Pink Floyd came out when I was 6 years old. The incident involving my foot happened right around the age of 10 or 11. Coincidentally, that's a news station here in Lincoln, Nebraska. The other news station is on Channel 8, KN, Channel 8. It's near the grain elevators. Then my foot incident, as I said, was a broken brown beer bottle. I'm pretty sure it was brown because I don't think it was root beer, but I'm pretty sure it was a broken beer bottle. Well, that's probably where they get it from, this root thing, is because root beer comes in brown bottles, and so does beer bottles, okay? Southeast High School has A, B, and C lots. C lot is on 40th Street. Sizes of beer comes in 6 packs, 12 packs, 18 packs, 24 packs. I think they come in 32-ounce bottles and 40-ounce bottles. And then, of course, the keg. And as I said, they've used my initials so many ways to, I don't know. Kathy Eggers doesn't stand for Keys of Benjamin Franklin, and Eggers doesn't stand for electric, e.g. example, to torture women and children with pacemakers and objects in their bodies. Torture. When I mean torture, I mean torture. I go through this every day. That's probably one of the main reasons why I take lorazepam, to deal with the pain in my shoulders, as if I'm being caned. It feels like I'm being caned. I'm tired of being tortured. In the United States of America, they also used, as I said, 18 packs. Beer comes in 18 packs. And Anheuser-Busch makes a good portion of the beer here in the States. Heineken is a German beer with a star. Our governor, Steve Heinemann, and 18 packs. Amendment 18, where you have the 1111 murder. 12 packs. You can buy beers in 12 packs. You can buy eggs in 12 packs. Things you can buy in a dozen. Like a baker's dozen. The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. And then, what else can you buy in 12? Well, you got rulers are 12 inches and used in school. Dunce caps are old-fashioned. People put in corners with dunce caps. If you get timeouts in school, you sit in the corner. Duncan Aviation is in the north west corner of Lincoln, Nebraska, pretty much within a couple miles of Kawasaki. They make motorboats and all this other stuff. Drawbridges, like if you draw beer, things you draw, art, beer, things you draw. Drawbridges are what boats go under. And then I talked about, how when ships are commissioned, they always use a bottle of champagne. They break it over the bow. And they're rainbows. They're crazy rainbow colors. Shows, when people are doing Broadway shows or any kind of shows, they take bows. Or if you're a girl, you curtsy. And I'm so tired of being abused, and I'm so tired of them. The baby book had the number 60 and the number 200 on it. Well, 60 as you know, was the anniversary date for AmNESTy International, the human rights organization. They planned abuses upon me using the baby book, AmNESTy, with this whole stupid stuff labeling me as a bird. I have contacted AmNESTy International with no, they have not called me back. I've contacted them several times. And as I said, these people are monsters. What they've done to me in my body and my life. They label me as military in one breath to say that they can kill me, or forge documents to say that I was military at one point. They've tried to forge documents to say I was an employee of the government, to try to say that I'm, you know, somebody that I'm not. I don't think rainbow laws are all about, I think they changed some of the stuff online, but there's laws in regards to power of attorney and rights, and people undermining my rights, and I thought that was under rainbow law. I'm not gay, they're gay, you know, and they're homosexuals. And music, you used to have mono and stereo, like as in records. Mono is a kissing disease, and I talked about mistletoe, tic-tac-toe, and all this stuff. Mono is a kissing disease, and mono is how sound was produced early on. Everything was mono, M-O-N-O, and it's mono. You got Monopoly. And the board of Monopoly, different games, you know, musical chairs, Go Fish, Old Maid, card games that I used to play when I was little. Anyways, as I said, root beer and beer bottles are in brown bottles. I can't think of anything else that comes in brown bottles, but generally it's root beer, and then you've got licorice. It has the word rice in it. Licorice is also made from a root. Things that are made from roots, and so forth. I've never liked black licorice. I have never liked black licorice at all. Foods from roots, and then there's stupid math equations that make no sense, and they're part of the crime. Take a bite out of crime, and then trying to fish for me. And then their whole bra strap thing with Deed Church. And on the 1100 block, which was there before I was born. You got, what is that considered? It's considered your bust. They're mocking their own crimes, by thinking they can do whatever they want to people, and everybody knows about this. And I'd like other countries to come in and help me, and my children, because they're repeating this stuff. They don't learn from their mistakes. They're repeating this stuff. They don't learn. They just desecrate people's lives at their own free will, and they think that that's the way to make money, to hurt other people. That's not how you make money. There's better ways to make money than to intentionally hurt other people in their lives. When I said that there's 32-ounce beers, as I said, High Street is on the 3200 block. In the neighborhood, you have, in the same neighborhood, 44th Street is 3 blocks down. And as I talked about, there's a Citizenship Place 2 blocks down in an old house. There's Orchard Park, which is about a block and a half. It's 311 Orchard Park. The sewer system is when I've looked, some of the sewer tops say 1939 on them, and I'm not a rat, and people aren't animals to you can't do whatever you want to people because you feel like it. When I talked about the AmNESTy International thing, you got AM radio, and you've got Amtrak trains, and Amway, and as I said, these people don't care about other people's lives as long as they're making money, and there's better ways to make money than to ruin people's lives. Using other people, trying to ruin other people's lives, and that's not my fault. It's not my fault what they've done to me in my life. They don't care about other people's lives. They never put themselves in that place to think, God, what was me? And what if people set out to ruin your life? And they don't ever think about that because they're such monsters. They think it's fun. They obviously think it's fun. They exploited me, trying to make me a sexual exploit, and then they knew the other word would be asexual, people that don't have sex. Well, I can't exactly have a functional personal life right now because they've made me such an exploit out of trickery. Because they're sadomasochism, and they're sadistic. Men trying to run my life, making me and my children exploits for money, and they lie about the money, but everybody can clearly see it, and everybody knows it's there. They have no compassion or respect for other people's lives. And if you're not business smart enough to know how to make money in other ways other than to hurt and ruin other people's lives, then I don't know what to tell you. Then there's no hope for you. There's no hope for you. If you don't respect or care about other people's rights and feelings and to desecrate their bodies with such things and make them exploits, I don't see how there can be hope for you to think that that's okay to do. That's not okay to do to people. Torturing people is not okay to do. I'm not a turtle. I don't need a pacemaker. I'm not here for your test. Sadistic, sado, essay test. Words with essays in them. And, Social Security, SSA, Social Security Administration, social, social stuff. Social studies is a class you take in which you learn about geography, and as I talked about certain coordinates and geographical locations, the obvious ones, the Italy boot, the Seoul, Korea, and they treat me like I'm property, like real estate. We have Woods Brothers Real Estate. And, the neighbor's house across the street has sold sign in this orange. They put an orange cover on them. Sold has the word SOL in it, and then D, and then, solicitation, soles of feet, soles of body, and soles of, just There was Saul's Pawn Shop, and then Pawnee by Southeast. Pawnee, P-A-W-N-E-E, and O-T-O-E, are the streets leading right directly up to the entrance of Southeast High School. And I'm not going to play your stupid social games. You're crazy people. I'm not Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, and I'm not 99 bottles of beer on the wall. And I'm not root beer, okay? And they went, they didn't even learn. They didn't even learn. They sit there and they're hypocrites. What they did to me, they turned around and did it to my children. They never stopped to learn. They didn't want to prevent because they were making money. If they had thought they had done something wrong and wanted to create some debate about causing all kinds of chaos, then why would they repeat the same thing over again and be hypocrites? What that's the most ridiculously absurd thing I've ever heard of. Autumn born in the fall. 10 day, her birth date is 10 days from mine. I was born on September 20. She was born scheduled C-section on the 10th of September. 9/10 of 09. And that's why they did what they did to her. Spring, and then Amber was born in the spring. Autumn was born in the fall, and Sean was born in the winter. And Sumner is where the hospital is. The entrance to the emergency room is off of 48th and Sumner. And SUMNER. And I don't have any children that were born in the summer, and their lives and my life are not a football game.